Okay, how long have you been dealing with homelessness?
I've been homeless for probably 7 years. It's definitely rough, but hashtag tent life, hashtag no rent life. Well, I had gotten into a bed and I fucked up and
Okay.
did some meth and got sent back to the beginning. And I was like, I'm not doing all of this over again. And my little brother was still talking shit to him. And I guess the kid was like, this is the last chance I got, and pulled the trigger. I'm sure he was scared. But after he got out of the hospital, they put him on pain pills, and then they pulled his pain medication, and he started doing dope. And that's kind of how I got started on it.
What's up, YouTube? Top Flight USA back with another one. How you doing, brother?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just met you out here off of Capitol Boulevard. You are actually the boyfriend of one of our interviewees.
Yes, sir.
We interviewed a girl named Stephanie. This is her right here. We talked about you a little bit on the last interview. I asked her like a family question or a question about does she have anybody she can trust, and she mentioned you. So I told her I wanted to meet you, and I finally got to meet you today. So that's what's up. Well, let's just start from the beginning, man. What's your name, age, and where you from?
My name is Bryce. I'm 36 or 7.
Okay.
And I'm from Granville County.
Granville County.
Yes, sir.
Where is that close by?
It's just north of Durham, maybe like 30 minutes outside of Durham.
Okay. How long you been in Raleigh?
Maybe 8 years.
Okay. And 8 years ago, what exactly brought you to Raleigh?
There's a Healing Transitions. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
I went to that program, and we didn't see eye to eye on things.
And why is that?
Just because it's a bunch of snitching in there, and
okay,
everybody's trying to tell on the next person to get higher up in the program. And
oh wow,
I just don't like that.
Okay, so what was it? A situation like you was maybe using while you was in there, or?
Yeah.
Okay, and somebody told on you.
Yep.
And they kicked you out of the program.
They sent me back to the beginning. What it is you start out on the floor, and then you're sleeping on the floor, and you do that for maybe a month, and then you move into a bed, and then when you get further into the program, you get into a room. Well, I had gotten into a bed, and I fucked up and did some meth and got sent back to the beginning, and I was like, I'm not doing all of this over again. Okay. So,
do you feel like that was a good decision?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't usually make good decisions, but I usually stick with my decisions because I'm just stubborn or stupid.
Okay. Well, I think we all have like a stubborn side to us, so that's okay. Would you have you ever thought about going back?
I haven't.
Okay.
This is my life now.
Okay. All right. So are you homeless?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long have you been dealing with homelessness?
I've been homeless for probably 7 years.
Okay. That's around about the time I think Stephanie said.
Yeah, she moved out here maybe a year after I did. Her and her boyfriend kicked her out and told her to go live at the homeless shelter, and if she got her straight, then he would take her back. And I was like, that's not right. Like, me and her had been best friends for years, and I just told her, look, as long as I got a roof, you got a roof, because she's got social anxiety, so staying at the homeless shelter wasn't good for her.
I believe she mentioned that also.
So I told her to come stay with me. I set her up with her own tent and everything, and things progressed, and we ended up in a relationship.
Okay. And how's it been going so far?
I mean, everybody has their ups and downs, but all in all, I love her. I mean,
okay.
Every decision that I make, I try to think about how it's gonna affect her.
Okay.
So
That's pretty cool, man. That is very interesting. She mentioned you guys stay in the tent.
yes, sir.
How is tent life?
It's definitely rough, but hashtag tent life, hashtag no rent life. So, I mean, that has its perks. You don't have to worry about paying rent or the electrical, but also you don't have a house or electrical. I mean, I was an electrician for a couple of years, so I tinker with like solar panels and lights and like that. So we've got lights in our tent, and it all runs off of solar panels, and I recharge the batteries with the solar panels. So, and
y'all are living like the next level tent life, I would say, because I done been through a couple tent communities, and I done seen people with no electricity at all, just a tent and a cover.
Yeah.
You're saying y'all have way more than that.
Yeah, and we get water from the apartment complex down the street. So, like, I've got this solar shower bag that we hang up in a tree, and the sun warms it up, so we can take showers.
Bryce, you got to show me that.
I would let you check it out.
Like, literally, like, you got me fully invested now. I want to see it. I heard it's a tent community here, not far from here. I think my guy Ohio told me about it. But I asked Stephanie would she take me. She said she would, but I guess she had to talk with you first. But definitely, I would love to show the people how you guys are living. That's interesting. Well, let's just get to know you a little bit, Bryce. Let's kind of build the interview up. Let's talk about your childhood, and then we're gonna work our way up to this point. Did you grow up like in a two-parent household?
My parents split up when I was like 6 years old, and my dad went to prison.
Oh, wow.
So my mom pretty much raised me. I mean, my dad got out of prison when I think I was 12 or 13.
Okay.
And I moved in with him. And like before he went to prison, when I was a kid, I was like his little sidekick. And then when he got out of prison, he had changed a lot. And I mean, that much prison time will do that. But
did he change for the good or the bad?
For the good.
Okay.
I don't know, but I was a little hellion. I mean, I was smoking pot and drinking, and I mean, none of that is really all that bad, but it's also not all that good.
Right. Especially for somebody young. How do you think it affected you when your parents separated?
I'm not sure. Like, so when my parents separated, me and my mom spent a lot of time together. It was hard for her to find somebody who would babysit me because, like I said, I was a little hellion.
Okay.
And so I went to work with my mom a lot. She worked at Duke Hospital for 22 years.
Okay.
I'd go to work with her sometimes, and it was pretty cool just being able to walk around Duke Hospital. After my dad went to prison, I started failing in school. So I would say that it had a negative effect on me. I wasn't paying attention like I was supposed to, I guess. I don't know.
Did you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got a younger sibling. He's 6 years younger than me. We had a pretty good childhood. My mom worked her ass off to provide for us. I can remember her working at least 2 jobs. I think she worked 3 jobs, but
Oh, wow.
she worked at Duke Hospital, and she worked for this guy who had a company. It was a welding company. She like kept up with all of his books, and but
Think your mom, you think your mom did her best of raising you and your brother?
absolutely, she made some mistakes, but she always tried to do what was best for us.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Well, shout out to your mom.
for
Sound
real.
like she was a pretty good mother, and she did what she had to do to take care of her boys.
It's definitely my crutch right there, my angel.
How are y'all relationship right now?
We've got a good relationship right now. I mean, we don't talk much because I don't have a phone, but like, I feel like the only time that I reach out to her is when I need something, and that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people are. You know, it's just something we got to deal with till we understand how to fix that scenario. Was you able to finish school?
I didn't. I dropped out in the 9th grade.
Okay. Why do you think you dropped out in high school?
Just because I wasn't really doing the school thing anyways. I would skip school every day and go out on the nature trail and get high or whatever. I mean, just running around doing stupid shit. But I spent 3 years in the 9th grade just because I wasn't ever there.
Wow.
So, but I thought about going back and getting my GED. I just never did it.
Yeah, I think you should, man. If you was able to become an electrician, the GED wouldn't be nothing to you.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for sure. Growing up, like, let's just say after high school years, where was your life at that point?
So after high school, I did a lot of couch hopping. I lived with this friend or that friend or this girlfriend or whatever, and I finally, me and this one girl got a place together, and we held that down for a while, and then we split up, and I went back to I moved in with my mom for a little while, and then I got my own place with a friend of mine, and then my little brother got shot.
Oh, wow.
He survived. I don't know how. My little brother's, he's not smaller than me now, but he was smaller than me then. He got shot in the chest with a 12 gauge.
Wow.
And survived it.
And what was that situation about?
He was somebody's girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
And the kid came up to his job, and they were supposed to fight, so they were talking to each other. And my little brother worked at McDonald's, so the manager went to pull him back in. All right, so the kid went and grabbed a shotgun out of the trunk of his car, and my little brother was still talking to him. So the manager went to pull him back into the building, and I guess the kid was like, this is the last chance I got, and pulled the trigger and shot him.
Where did this happen at? Is it like a news report on this?
There might be. It was at the McDonald's in Creedmoor.
Okay. What year did this happen?
I'd say it's probably been around 10 years. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
But if you looked up a kid getting shot at the McDonald's off of Highway 56 in Creedmoor, you might could find it.
New tonight, families sitting down for a burger when bullets start flying. This frightening scene playing out at this McDonald's in Granville County on Highway 56 between Creedmoor and Butner. Angelica Alvarez is there live tonight to show us what we know about the man injured by the gunfire and the suspected gunman as well. Angelica?
Steve, this is that McDonald's. It is taped off. It's been closed for hours since this happened, and you can see the window boarded up. That's where we're told the bullet came flying through. And all of this, we're told by police that the man in question is Eric Gross, 23 years old. He's been arrested for this. They say he's the one who pulled the trigger here tonight. One eyewitness who doesn't want to be identified told me he was about to walk out of the McDonald's here when he saw a man walk up with a shotgun. He yelled to lock the doors, but then he heard a gunshot, saw the glass from the window break, and the victim running inside yelling for help. This happened just after 4, and police say soon after they found Goss at his home on Harkey Lane. Off camera, I spoke with someone who identified himself as Goss's brother. He told me Goss had a fiance who died about a year ago and that he had started dating a woman who works at this McDonald's. And I'm told there was some kind of ongoing dispute over this girl with the victim who also works here, and that this escalating feud could be what led to that shooting. As for the victim, police say he's being treated at Duke Hospital. They're not releasing a name at this time, but I did speak to several people by phone and on social media who seem to know the victim, and they tell me that his injuries are very serious. Live in Granville County tonight, I'm Angelica Alvarez for ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Angelica, thanks. New tonight, a car.
I was living out in Wilson at the time, and my mom calls me, and she's like, Donnie's been shot. And she was just really, I couldn't really understand what she was saying. So I called my sister and got her to tell me what was going on. And I went and picked my mom up, and we drove from Wilson to Durham, and I was flying the whole way. I didn't even turn on my headlights, and it was nighttime, but people were like flashing their lights at me, and I'm like, I know I'm speeding. I gotta get somewhere.
Right.
But when we got there, he was as white as a ghost, just from losing so much blood.
Did the guy get arrested?
Yeah, he got 6 years.
Wow. How did that make you feel when you got to the hospital and see your brother like that?
Scared. I called the guy that I was working for and told him that I needed some time off. And he was like, I don't care about that.
Wow.
It's like, I quit. And that was a dumb decision, but I needed to be there for my little brother, and I needed to be there for my mom.
Right.
I spent every day at the hospital with him. He was in the hospital for 10 days, and I slept on the floor beside him every day.
I bet you he really appreciated that.
Yeah, I'm sure he was scared. But after he got out of the hospital, they put him on pain pills, and then they pulled his pain medication, and he started doing dope. And that's kind of how I got started on it.
Let's talk about that for a little bit. How do you feel about these doctors, how they fed the communities with this pain medicine, and then they snatch it back as if, oh, you're just supposed to be able to deal with it?
That's stupid. I mean, dope sickness is a real thing, whether you're doing dope or whether you're doing pharmaceutical grade opiates. As a matter of fact, my mom just told me about some medication that they put her on, and they didn't tell her about the effects of it or something like that. And now she's stuck on that medication for the rest of her life because she'll have to go through something similar to opiate withdrawals if they ever take her off of it. So she's trying to get them to wean her off of it, but she's been on pain medication since, since I was, as long as I can remember. She has lupus, which is a anti-immuno disease. It's where your white blood cells attack your body.
So she's in pain a lot.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's crazy, man. It's the situations we have to deal with as humans. Your drug addiction, how far has it been taking?
All the way. I mean, I started out doing pain pills, and I would take them. I'd take them like I was supposed to. I've got a back problem, so I was getting 65 milligram Vicodins a month, and I was taking them like I was supposed to. And then this girl I was dating's uncle told me that I could get of them. He was like, just snort them. So I went from making the 60 last me all month to they only lasted me a week.
Wow.
And then I'd have to go out and get pain pills, and they were ridiculously expensive.
Right.
So I started using dope just because it was cheaper, and it didn't stay cheaper for long just because my tolerance and my addiction, I guess, got out of hand. I don't really know how you would put it, but
okay. How much do you think you use on a daily basis?
It's different day to day. I guess it just depends on what I can get.
Okay. Cause I heard it's not like any more heroin on the streets anymore.
It's not. It's fentanyl and I forget what the tranquilizer is called.
Yes. And that has made it here to North Carolina.
Yeah, and that's like, so if you it went from when I was doing heroin, I could do some and I wouldn't have to worry about being sick until that night or maybe even the next day. But with the stuff that they've got on the streets now, I'm sick within 3 or 4 hours. So, and it's hard to explain dope sickness to somebody who's never experienced it. But it's like, I don't know, different people have different, what's the word? It affects different people differently.
Right.
But like, it's just extremely uncomfortable. So one of the things is it makes your skin crawl. Obviously it makes your body ache. It makes you throw up. Diarrhea. It's absolutely, and you've got to pretty much run from that all the time to keep yourself well.